Hey guys, welcome back, and I'm sorry guys, I thought that this series was a best of 3, but it actually ended up being a best of 5, so I do apologize. There is one more game left. I said my goodbyes, my kisses, and my farewells in the end of the last game, but I'm back, and I'm back for game number 3 between MMA and Zenio, so this could actually go the distance here. I'm not quite sure if this is going to be the last game, or if it'll be the second to last, or if it will just go to the distance, and Zenio will pull the comeback or not. But I will say that Zenio is down 0-2 right now, and so far he has shown that while he's a very capable Zerg player, he played a phenomenal game last game. I'm sorry, but 80% win rate is pretty damn hard to overcome. So I think MMA is totally confident now. The map is Crevasse. No, excuse me, Terminus, not Crevasse, which of course is pretty much a macro-based map, and this is a version without the rocks that are destructible leading into the third, which in all honesty, I think favors Terran more than Zerg, because it further takes away another attack avenue that Zerg may potentially have, but unfortunately don't. So I definitely think that this is going to favor MMA here going into this game, and maybe Zenio is just going to have to pull out some dirty tricks out of the hat here. He's shown that he can be very, very aggressive, and honestly, I just feel like if he could just try to maybe cheese his way to a victory, that might be the way to win this game, because so far MMA has shown that he's not phased. He will not lose to the Zerg ever. So I don't know, guys, we'll have to see what happens here. MMA building up the barracks at the front door over ramp number 4. He's got a supply depot down already. Things looking pretty much crisp, fine, and dandy as they have always been for MMA. He's also got 3 SCVs on gas, so he could go for the fast expand with the gas. Zenio not deviating, going for the 15 hatchery at the front door, and he's got the gas on the way along with the pool. So I would imagine that MMA will try to apply some pressure once again, as he's done all series long really at the front. And yes, he has a tech lab on the way, so he's going to go for a Reaper opening here with that initial tech lab. The Overlord has seen this though, and I'm surprised. Zenio's been very zealous, shall we say, with this Overlord, because it's very quite easily possible that MMA could just produce a Marine here. He doesn't necessarily have to make a Reaper, and if he did make a Marine, then this Overlord would die. But Zenio, you know, it's going to pay off for him. He sees the tech lab, he sees the barracks, and he should know that a initial Reaper is on the way. Now, what he's got to do is get 2 queens out immediately. One at the natural, one at the main, so that he can deal with the potential bunker, so that he can deal with the Reaper. And it looks like he has 2 queens on the way, and he's still leaving this Overlord in here. That's kind of bold. I wonder if he's going to lose this Overlord or not. Of course, MMA can just make a Marine and kill it off. But right now it looks like he's focused on getting this Reaper inside, and Zenio still doesn't have the queens out quite yet. We'll have to see how many drones MMA kills off here. 1, 2, most of those being Zerglings though. Only 1 drone kill so far, and right now it looks like Zenio's just trying to use his Zerglings to buy time for the queen to come out. But that Reaper has already done quite a bit of damage. 6 kills total for 2 drones and 4 Zerglings, and I would say that's pretty much worth it, even though he invested in that tech lab and the 50-50 for the Reaper. So good job right there by MMA to excrete whatever damage he could possibly get. And did that Overlord go down? No, it's still inside the main. It's still alive. It just really looks like MMA hasn't invested any Marines into killing it off. In fact, MMA is going right ahead into the fast command center number 3 again. And on this map, it's not nearly as crazy. You know, he's not hiding it over like here, for example. He's building it inside his own base, and on this map you can protect that really, really easily. But MMA is going to have to quickly get some bunkers up here, because if he doesn't, he is susceptible to some type of all-in if Zenio were to choose to do so. Meanwhile, what the heck is going on here? A little mini fortress here between the Xel'Naga Tower and this, I don't even know what that is. Supply depot being built there, so the Reaper is going to have a little niche to call itself home. And Zenio right now is making a Roachhorn as like he was last game. And yeah, that is a nice little spot for that Reaper to hide in. Those Zerglings cannot control the Zeldonga Tower. Very cute by MMA. And yeah, it just shows, you know, any good Terran player is just going to use their buildings very, very efficiently and just do these little tricks to get themselves ahead in this game. Now MMA switching over into what seems to be tank production. He still doesn't have a wall up in front of his natural, but he doesn't really need it because he's being so aggressive here. He's got 3 Hellions trying to make their way into the front. Unfortunately, there is a spine crawler there, and there are roaches on the way, and that's actually a lot of roaches on the way. So Zenio, is he going for the all-in? He's got a Baneling nest down. I think he is, and this is how you beat a player who greedily grabs this command center that quickly. I don't know how MMA is going to hold this off. He has no wall at the front. He's just now beginning to construct that wall, and Zenio has got 5 roaches on the way. He should be making more Zerglings. I'm not quite sure why he isn't. It looks like he's not injecting larva. Issue here. This is an error. You're supposed to be injecting larva, and he misses the larva timing by 9 energy seconds, if that's a way to measure time. So he's not going to have as many Zerglings or Banelings here. 24 Zerglings are on the way right now, but at the very least, he still will be able to do quite a bit of damage. I don't know how MMA is going to hold this off, and MMA now realizes what's coming for him. He gets a siege tank up on the high ground, he sieges it up, but he doesn't raise the supply depot to protect it. He should have gotten it back a little bit more to protect that tank. He's just going to rely on this flimsy wall at the front to deal with the impending bust here. I don't know how he's going to be able to do this. I think Zenio's got this one, guys. MMA's in a lot of trouble. He's just got 1 tank up siege right now. He doesn't siege the secondary up, and there he goes, sieges up the second tank. Now bringing up all the SCVs to repair. The Banelings detonating the front wall, and now the Banelings and Zerglings are inside. Now Zenio doesn't really have that many Banelings left though, and that's what he needed to kill off the SCVs. I think that Zenio just didn't have enough Banelings, guys, and now the SCV's trying to get us around on the roaches, and they will do just that. And Zenio's just out of it. He GG's. MMA just pulled off a spectacular defense right there, but I definitely think a little bit of that was because Zenio missing the inject larva, didn't have more Banelings. He should have made more, and if he had made more, he could have killed off all the SCVs at the natural, but because he didn't, MMA was able to make that hold. And actually, even though MMA was taking quite a long time to set up his siege tanks, he still made that hold regardless. So Zenio trying to play macro, trying to play aggressive, and now in the 3rd game trying to go all in, and it didn't work. So MMA, congratulations, you are the Zerg killer. Well done, and I hope you guys enjoyed this broadcast. That was the 2nd best of 3 featuring MMA, and hopefully you guys stay tuned for more content. If you guys like what you see, make sure you guys subscribe. I'm on youtube.com/HDStarcraft. You guys can also find me on Facebook and Twitter at HDStarcraft as well. This is HD, signing.